on. My name is Harry Worth. Mrs. Maybury, exciting news.
Hello, Mr. Worth. Had a good day?
Well, I'm delighted to say much better than yesterday.
Oh, good. You've sold some brushes, then?
No, but I didn't lose any of my samples.
Oh, dear. So I suppose your day's been wasted.
Well, no, not entirely. You see, I called at a house in Northcroft Street, and Mrs. Levy, she invited me in, listened to all my sales talk, gave me a cup of tea,
and
sold me a television set.
But, Mr. Worth, you've got a television set here and one in your room. Why do you need another television set?
Ah, but you see, the television set in my room, you do understand, it doesn't work.
And this one does?
No, this one doesn't.
Mr. Worth, why do you need another television set that doesn't work?
Very good question. I wish Mrs. Levy was here to answer it.
Mr. Worth, are you quite sure that selling is your true vocation?
Am I quite sure that selling is my true vocation? Am I quite sure that selling is my true vocation? I'll ask that again if I've got time. I have. Am I quite sure? Stay right there.
Come in, Mr. Worth.
Good morning, madam. Is your mother in? Don't tell me you're the lady of the house. You are far too young. Now, I am your Cleanwell Brush representative for 1 week only. No, wait a minute, I've gone wrong. I am your Cleanwell Brush representative, full stop. For 1 week only, we are selling everything at half price. May I come in? Thank you, madam. Oh, what a lovely house you have, madam. What a really lovely house.
Mr. Worth.
Madam, please don't try to deny it. Now, tell me, do you have a cat? Oh, you do. Very good. Now, we have a special brush for removing cat's hairs off the furniture. I will now give you a demonstration. Now, madam, where are you? Has madam gone out?
No, madam's still here, but she's in rather a hurry to get to the shop.
This will not take a moment. Now, supposing these were all cat's hairs. They're not cat's hairs, actually, they are feathers. So I want you to imagine your cat with feathers. It's not easy, is it?
No, it isn't.
Now, we spread these around, so.
Mr. Worth.
And now with this remarkable brush, just 2 sweeps with this remarkable... I do believe I've got the wrong remarkable. Mrs. Maybury, you remember me telling you I hadn't lost any of my samples?
Don't tell me, Mr. Worth.
I won't, but what about all this mess?
Don't worry about that. If you want something to do, take your television upstairs, then get on to the repair people and ask them to come and mend it.
Yes, I'll do. What about these feathers?
Don't worry. I'll see that you get them back.
Oh, thank you. Do you know the name of a good repair shop?
Yes. Here we are. Cooper's Television. I got my set from them.
Good. I'll give them a ring.
No, I'll get them for you.
Very well. I'll clean up in here.
It's ringing.
Thank you, Mrs. Maybury.
Drop below, Mr. Worth.
Smith's Funeral Parlour.
Hello? I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. I was saying goodbye to Mrs. Maybury. I thought she'd never go.
And now the lady has gone, has she, sir?
No, she's definitely gone. To be fair, she would have gone sooner. But she was kind enough to hang on while I showed her some brushes.
If you don't don't mind me saying so, sir, you don't seem to have wasted much time.
Well, really, I don't want the old thing lying around. Do you think you can send a chap round to repair it?
Now listen, sir. I do know the effect this sort of thing can have upon one. But you really must try to face the facts, sir. When they've gone, they've gone.
I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to sell me a new one, aren't you?
A new what, sir?
A new television set.
Are you sure you got the right number?
Yes, here we are, Cooper's television, 43621.
No, this is 43622.
Oh, how fortunate, just one out. Would you mind popping next door and asking somebody to come to the phone?
That might not be such a bad idea, sir. Because next door is a psychiatric clinic.
Really? What do you do?
I am an undertaker.
Cooper's television?
Thank goodness. I've just been talking to an undertaker.
Oh, sir, don't do anything desperate. If we can't repair your set, we'll sell you a new one.
Oh, good. Would you send someone round to repair it, please?
Yes, could I have the address, please?
It's 14 Wentworth Drive.
Yes. And the name?
Done roaming.
Mr. Dunn Roaming.
No. Done roaming is the name of the house.
I'm not interested in the name of the house.
Anna, you mustn't say that, because Mrs. Maybury is very proud of her house. Very proud indeed.
Who?
Mrs. Maybury.
Ah, now that's what I wanted to know, sir. We'll send someone round as soon as possible. Goodbye, Mr. Maybury.
Mr. Maybury, Mr. Done roaming. Some people, they're so mixed up. Coming.
Oh, good afternoon. Mr. Maybury?
Come in, please. Look, I don't know how to tell you this, but Mr. Maybury died 15 years ago.
Oh, blimey, that flaming office, they sit on things so long. I mean, 6 months is usual, but 15 years, that's ridiculous.
Now, look, you mustn't distress yourself. I'm sure Mrs. Maybury can help you.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, it must be Mrs. Maybury I want, is she in?
No, I'm afraid not. By the way, my name is Worth. I'm here because I've got the afternoon off.
Oh, well, my name's Jones, and I'm here because I haven't got the afternoon off. Can I go in, please?
Certainly, Vic. I'm sure Mrs. Maybury won't be very long.
Hello, what's all this then? Been snowing, has it?
No, actually, they're cat's feathers. I've been demonstrating a brush I haven't got. I suppose that sounds rather silly, really.
No, not at all, no. Don't close the door, though, because I get a little nervous sometimes. Is that Mrs. Maybury's television?
Oh, yes, that's the television. Well, everything's Mrs. Maybury's. I only lodge here, you know.
All right, I'll have a look at it, then.
You want to have a look at it? Yes, all right, if you want. Oh, dear. My knee, my leg, is a bit stiff, you know.
Do you know what's wrong with it?
Well, it's on and off.
Oh, you mean it's intermittent?
Yes, on and off, now and then. Intermittent, if you like. Started about 3 months ago.
Oh, it's all right. Don't bother to explain, sir. We get a lot of that trouble with this model. All right, if I take it away.
Why would you want to do that?
Well, because I'm a television engineer. Look, Mrs. Maybury sent for me. I haven't got time to repair it here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Jones. I thought you were a friend of Mrs. Maybury's.
No, sir, I've never met the lady.
It's funny she didn't tell me you were coming.
Look, can I take it away or can't I?
Well, if Mrs. Maybury sent for you, you're the expert. Take the television set with you.
Right, thank you. Would you mind giving me an hand?
Yes, I'll hold the door wide open.
Thank you very much indeed. What is that?
This is my new television set, which isn't working.
Well, it looks like Mrs. Levy's old one.
It is Mrs. Levy's old one. It's just occurred to me. You're a television repairman. Would you care to cast your eye over this? Sort of kill 2 tellies with 1 stone? Have you got your hands full at the moment?
Sir, I couldn't have put it better myself.
Tell me, is this your last call?
No, I've got one more. Oh, do you know the way to Ackerman Street from here?
Ackerman Street? My word, you're taking me back, you know. I can remember Ackerman Street, well, the back of it, when it was all green fields, as well as far as the eye could see. But they couldn't leave well alone. Now it's all shops and factories.
No, it isn't.
It isn't?
No, it's all green fields.
Oh. What a waste of land. You'd think they'd build on it. Am I thinking of Western Road?
Look, I don't want Western Road.
No,
I want...
you want Ackerman Street.
Number 28.
Number 28, yes. Let me think now.
No, don't bother. I'll find it myself.
Now, are you quite sure?
I'm positive.
Oh, because I do like to help people. Cleanwell Brush Service representative. Hello, who is that? Mrs. Edwards. Yes, I remember you, Mrs. Edwards. You ordered a little marvel and the brush for removing cat's feathers off furniture. Oh, and you want to cancel both of them? I see, very well. Thank you for ringing. Good, things are looking up.
I'm back, Mr. Worth. I saw the man drive off with your television.
Not my television, Mrs. Maybury, your television.
Mine?
Yeah. Is it amazing? 3 television sets in the house and not one of them working.
What do you mean? Mine's all right.
It can't be. The man took it away.
He hasn't taken mine away.
He has.
It's gone.
Yes, I saw it go.
Why has it gone, Mr. Worth?
Well, the man said it had an intermittent fault.
Mr. Worth, I've had that set that isn't there for 3 months and it worked perfectly.
Well, the man said it was like my leg. On and off. You see, comes and goes. My leg, my knee. Some mornings I get up, the other morning,
Where's my set now?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, outside 28 Ackerman Street.
What's it doing there?
Not much, I suppose.
Mr. Worth, will you be kind enough to track down my television set, wherever it is located, and bring it back here where it belongs?
Well, they haven't had time to get it working yet.
I don't care if it's not working.
Oh.
I want to see This Is Your Life tonight.
Hello? What's that? Ethel? Is that one of your boyfriends who don't know I got the day off?
Arthur, your suspicions will get you into trouble one day. I expect it's the man about the telly.
Oh.
Oh, good afternoon. Have you come about the television?
As a matter of fact, I have.
Oh, do come in.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes, it's through there. Yes.
How do you do?
Arthur, it's the man about the telly.
Thank goodness you come.
Do you like a cup of tea, love?
It's very kind of you, thank you.
It's ruining my eyes looking at this lot.
Yes, I'll just put the kettle on.
How long do you think it will take?
Well, 5 or 6 minutes, according to whether you use gas or electricity.
I didn't know there were top gas. Did you, Arthur?
No.
There you are, you see, 20 years with the gas board and you didn't know that.
Well, I'm not supposed to know everything now, am I?
I don't know why we don't have that one converted to gas, the trouble we've had with it.
Well, aren't you going to get on with it then?
Get on with what?
Mending the television.
Oh, I don't mend television sets. I'm a brush salesman.
A brush salesman?
I sell brushes.
Ethel, come in here. Where's your brushes then?
No, I haven't got them with me. My afternoon off, you see.
Now, Arthur, what's going on?
You say that he's a television man.
Yeah, and I'm saying I'm a brush salesman.
Why don't you two get your stories right then?
Well, I've never clapped eyes on him before.
Now, just one moment, Arthur. Do you mind if I call you Ethel?
Oh, not at all.
You're right. You see, I owe you an explanation. I came here expecting to find a Mr. Jones.
Oh, well, that's new. He's generally called Mr. Smith and he's come to look at the meter.
But you said you'd come about the telly.
I have come about the telly, Mrs. Maybury's television set, and I dare not go back without it.
Mrs. Maybury? Well, who is Mrs. Maybury?
Mrs. Maybury is my landlady, and she wants her television set back.
Your landlady can want all she likes. She's not going to get our television set.
She doesn't want your television set.
Well, whose does she want then?
She wants her own television set.
Oh, not another one.
Ah, perhaps it's Mr. Smith, come to read the meter.
Oh, you are cheeky.
I think that you're here after my wife, Ethel. I don't believe that you've come for a television set for a Mrs. Maybury.
Arthur, listen, I'm waiting for a Mr. Jones. I expected to find him here.
Arthur.
Is your name Smith?
No, this is the gentleman I was telling you about. This
Oh.
is Mr. Jones.
Blimey, what are you doing here?
Have you got Mrs. Maybury's television set?
Yeah, you know I have. It's outside in the van.
Well, get it back to Mrs. Maybury as quickly as you possibly can.
But it ain't repaired yet.
She doesn't want it repaired. She wants to watch her favourite programme tonight.
What are you doing here anyway?
Well, I've come to have a look at your television.
Oh, yeah, well, I've changed my mind. We don't want it fixed now. In fact, I don't want that set at all. I want a television set that runs off of gas.
We don't have no gas-operated televisions.
All right, then we'll get one from somewhere else. And you can take that set out with you now.
Oh, Struth.
Now, Mr. Jones, you look like a nice man.
He is a nice man. Get them a set that runs off gas.
Look, I am trying to explain to you it's not possible to rent a gas-operated television. There's no such thing.
But your friend Cheeky said there was.
Who's cheeky?
I am.
Oh, say no more.
Right. And don't let me catch either of you blokes hanging around my wife again, see?
Goodbye, Ethel. Arthur.
Bye.
Turn left. As you were, turn right.
Oh, you do cause some unnecessary trouble, you do. Bye-bye, Cheeky.
Ethel, make the tea.
Oh, it's a funny old life, isn't it, mate?
I beg your pardon?
Well, it's me taking away one set because it don't work on gas. And I'm giving you another set which don't work because your Mrs. Maybury wants to watch her favourite programme. Oh. I reckon I've been working too hard.
I say, do you think you could give me a lift? It's quite a distance to Mrs. Maybury's. I say. Somebody's upset him.
I'll give you your due. You don't give up, do you?
No, you see, it's most unfortunate. Mr. Jones, he drove off without me. I wondered if I might call Mrs. Maybury from here.
Of course. I just hope that she can hear you.
No, you don't understand. I want to let her know I've got her television set. May I use your telephone?
Certainly.
Good.
It's in the pub over the road.
What are you talking about? No.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I didn't know those tumblers were there.
Very well there, haven't you,
Yes,
mate?
I'm sorry.
About £1 worth of glasses. Now, apart from paying for that lot, what else do you want?
Well, nothing.
You've come in here, you've done a quid with the damage, now you say you don't even want to buy a drink? What are you, some sort of a drunk?
No, I'm a brush salesman.
Well, you're not selling them in here.
Well, come to think of it, I'm not selling them anywhere. Although, in fact, I nearly sold Mrs. Maybury a brush for getting cat's feathers off furniture.
Look, do you mind telling me exactly what you want?
Well, I want to get in touch with Mrs. Maybury.
Who's Mrs. Maybury?
Oh, it's the lady I've just been telling you about.
The one with the cat's feathers on the furniture.
Fancy you remembering that.
4 more pints, George.
Oh, I hope I'm not keeping you.
No, I enjoy people coming in here, smashing all my glasses and not wanting anything to drink.
Come on, George, 4 more pints.
Yeah, hang on a minute. Now, you were saying. Well, you see, I've just been to the repairman, the TV repairman, to collect this television set so I can take it back to Mrs. Maybury so she can watch her favourite programme tonight.
I'm with you now. You've had it repaired.
No.
I've just lost you again.
George, now would you say we were good customers?
Of course you are, Charlie.
What would you say we spend in here a week? About 50 quid a week?
You must do.
Yes.
Right, mate. You look reasonably sober. Where would you say is the proper place for that television set?
Well, the proper place for this television set is in my landlady's sitting room.
He's right. He's dead right, you know. That's the proper place for it. All right, George. Haven't we always said, now, the day you put a telly in the bar, we're all going over to the Rose and Crown?
But I haven't put a telly in the bar.
Hold on a minute. You think I'm drunk or something? Hey, come on, fellas. Let's all go.
Hang on, Charlie. Look, you don't
Come on, mate. Have a drink. Come over and have a drink with us. You'll enjoy yourself.
Just a moment. I only went in there to make a telephone call.
Here.
Well, he's soon got the message. Come on, we can all go back in now.
Mr. Worth?
Mrs. Maybury, lovely evening, despite the weather.
Mr. Worth, where have you been? Where is my television set? Have you got it?
28 Ackerman Street, in the hall, yes.
Mr. Worth, I want to see This Is Your Life. Have you got my television set, or haven't you?
At this precise moment, it's in the hall.
Well, will you please bring it in here and plug it in?
Yes, but I don't think that's a very good idea, really.
Why not? What's going on? What's all the mystery?
Well, it's not exactly a mystery, if I could just...
Mr. Worth!
Yes, well, the landlord was a little impetuous, you see. Probably had a very hard day, and there were a number of drunks around. You know what drunks are? Well, probably not. Anyway...
Oh, who's this?
Oh, thank goodness you're in. That's not your set. I'll give you the wrong one. This one's just been repaired for someone else. Here, this is yours. Cop hold of that.
Mr. Jones!
Oh, no more, please. I've had enough.
I just want to tell you, have a good look at that set. It's had a very trying time.
What was all that about?
Well, you see, that young man, the tempo of modern living is all muddled in his thoughts. He remembers the trivialities and not the important things like what your right arm is for, being able to tell the difference, using the right washing powder. Look, you better sit down, Mrs. Maybury, or you'll miss your favourite programme. Now, when the programme's over, I must tell you about The Undertaker, Ethel and Arthur, and the man at the George and Dragon.
Hello and welcome to This Is Your Life.